Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome to it. How in the world are you? Yes, I know. Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed. Pat off doing some hunting and fishing, relaxing this week. Back from Xanadu, Keith Malinak. Back from Washington, D.C., which some would say is Xanadu. Chris Cruz and myself, Jeff Fisher, here today on September 3rd. 2024. Oh my gosh! How come? I mean, it's September 3rd. This is the first broadcast of September.
Oh no!
Now I forced Pat into playing this last week, but it wasn't September. His stupid little montage.
So we've already played it.
He worked hard on this stupid little montage. We can't not play it.
Come September.
Maybe September.
Yeah, baby. September. So today is, we all celebrated Labor Day, I'm sure. So much yesterday. How do you celebrate Labor Day? By working? Yeah.
So I guess we should have been here.
Well, some of us were. We were looking for you.
Oh, you were here yesterday?
No, you couldn't drag
Oh,
me
no, tell me all about your workday yesterday. No, let's hear all about it.
Came in.
Yeah. Because, I was up here on Sunday.
Oof, man.
Yeah.
I want to
and
celebrate.
Friday.
So I want to make today, it's not an official Trucker Tuesday, but it is Tuesday, so we kind of do an unofficial Trucker Tuesday. So if you're a trucker, you want to get a load off. Let's see what I did there.
See, that's where the duck comes in. Good. That'd be a good place for the duck.
He's not paying attention.
He doesn't watch the show at all.
So call in. I'd love to chat. The future of the roads. Love to hear, especially I'd love to hear from truckers if you have to deal with the Baltimore port. Because, right there you go.
No.
Any of you truckers that, want to call in and get a load off.
There it is.
Today would be a good day to do it. 888-900-3393 is the phone number. I mean, they just awarded $73 million, which is like a down payment to an Omaha, Nebraska company, to the Kiewit Corporation.
Kiewit, yeah.
Kiewit? Mm-hmm. Kiewit? Yeah. They're expected to be $1.7 billion. But here's 73 just to get started on that new bridge in Baltimore. No problem. So they've got other contracts around the world, and I guess they've got other contracts in Baltimore too. So the specifics of the new bridge, they haven't been decided yet. It's only $73 million. I mean, you can't decide anything on just $73 million. So now they claim that the new span is expected to open October 2028.
Oh, gosh.
We'll see. And they're talking about the new span, the suspension bridge, and web of cables. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I am interested to see what's happening at the port these days as far as the truckers are concerned. And what a nightmare. Thank you. What a nightmare it has become.
Hey, yeah, and did you see this tweet that I had out there? How do you feel about this right here?
I used it this morning, as a matter of fact, telling people it was unofficial Trucker Tuesday. That is agonizing to me. And I get,
And if you're listening, it's a sign that I saw in front of a gas station here in Dallas.
Shell, right?
A Shell gas station. And it says no trucks.
That's fascinating. Because is that over by the airport?
Yep.
Yeah. That Shell station when you get off just in front of the airport there?
Right in front of the airport.
Yeah. That's a nightmare intersection, so I can kind of understand what they're going for, but I don't like it.
How'd they get? A lot of people made the comment, and you did as well. How do they get gasoline delivered?
Interesting. The truck stops on the interstate. Yeah, the truck stops on the interstate, and they just run the hose across the middle section, and we're good. Of course, they allow those. So they just don't want truckers stopping to gas up. Now maybe they don't have diesel. I don't know. I don't know. I just know where that gas station is.
No, they do have diesel. I specifically remember that.
Okay, so they just don't want truckers. I mean, see the good thing about places like, I don't know, Buc-ees, they don't put a no trucker sign. Truckers just know.
What?
that ticks me off.
And
so
there's
much.
plenty of room there too. You know?
Yeah, but there's not enough room for semis to stop in there. You can't do that. That just kind of is agonizing to me about Buc-ee's. I've kind of been on my crap list because of that. I mean, I get that they don't have diesel, which I don't think they do. I think it's all just regular petroleum for automobiles that don't drive on diesel. So not only do they not accept semis to fill their tanks, they don't even want them in the parking lot. If you stop by a Buc-ee's, no, you can't.
Well, I also get it because I believe there's an infestation when you invite truckers to get a bunch of lot lizards.
No, they're not.
So I can see it's a pretty penny to get pest control to get rid of those lot lizards.
It is.
So do you want them to add that to your bill when you're gassing up?
I don't. I do not.
I don't want that.
I do not. And Buc-ee's is family friendly.
It is very family friendly.
So you don't want the lot lizards wandering around.
Do not belong.
I know. But that's going to happen at the places where they fill up and can wash and take care of all of that. That's not going to happen at Buc-ee's. They're just stopping in to get
Again, you let one lot lizard in, it's very difficult to get rid of the infestation.
Like the border.
Thank you.
Like the border.
Like the border.
Yeah, let's start letting them in. Whole thing goes to, goes to. Now, so you were back from Xanadu. How was it wonderful like it's supposed to be?
Oh, it was so great. Yeah. Yeah. I was off just writing the Great American screenplay, Jeffy.
Wow.
That's what I was doing. Yeah.
Wow. Is it going to be called Xanadu? Because I think What's-Her-Face already made a Xanadu.
What?
Right? Yeah.
That's already been done?
I think so.
No, it was a good trip. Good getaway. Yep.
I saw where you went to the great state of Mississippi.
Mississippi's great. Biloxi's awesome.
Mississippi. I actually love Mississippi. We were there, I don't remember when, but it was so pretty. M-I, crooked letter, I. Crooked letter, I.
There you go.
Humpback, I. And the spelling from Abraham Lincoln.
I will say just speaking of, nice little segue there. Jefferson Davis had a house there in Biloxi, and definitely worth stopping in and getting the tour. You get as much history about the Civil War in Jefferson Davis as you do about Hurricane Katrina and what happened.
I bet
there during that. I mean, just the storm surge itself is just stunning. What happened?
I mean, they're still paying for it.
Yeah. I remember being there very briefly as a kid. And everyone talked about Hurricane Camille, 1969.
Ooh, yeah.
Now you go there, and everyone talks about Katrina. Yeah.
And the old guy on the porch goes, "I was here for both of them."
Yeah. It's about right. These coastal towns, I don't know how they deal with the repeat hurricanes, man.
You just do.
God bless you. Yeah.
You just do. I mean, I lived in Florida for many years. You just do. You just do. Yep. I was here for that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I remember when that one came through. So it's just part of living there. And then Chris went to, some would call it Xanadu, Washington, D.C. this weekend.
Dude, I haven't been there since 2015, 2016.
We have to get a recap of your.
Yeah, I got a lot of notes, so just let me know when you want to rip it.
Because you were there. I saw some great posts, and I saw a lot of different posts, not all from you, about the Moms for Liberty event.
Yeah,
and,
they had a good event. I call it a success.
Okay, good. Did they consider it a success?
Oh, yeah. Tina and Tiffany, they call it success. Well, when you have the former president sit down and have a fire chat side talk, and Glenn Beck kind of does his little speech.
History lesson for everybody.
And then they told him, hey, we're bringing hope, joy. No. He ends it with Jews and...
I know.
And it always ends the same way, with a bullet to the head.
Yes, it does.
I listened to this one post about the Wallenberg, that we don't know what happened to him, but
yes,
the last report is he may have died in 70s, but most of it believe that he went to some prison camp
and then that's how he ended the speech, talking about how there's a possibility that he got his shoulders dislocated.
That's awesome. Yeah, he was just tortured
to death.
Oh my God!
But that's not happening here in the U.S. right now. We just know that it could.
Wait, were you there?
No, but
because that's exactly how it went.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how it
well, I haven't been a part of any of those before. That's awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's hope. That the hope from Glenn Beck is
joyful.
They're not pulling your arms out of your socket yet.
Yes.
Okay, we want to tell you about the guy that did. The guy saved hundreds of thousands of Jews.
Yes.
So I mean, it is a story of hope, but that one person can make a difference. That's
until
the
they pull your arms out of the socket.
Until they pull your arms out of the socket, yeah. Until you just disappear and you don't know.
You just disappear.
And nobody knows what happened to you, and no one will admit what happened to you. It's awesome. All right, so I guess we should get down to business, even though, I don't want to, but I will, because that evil, the guy that you just promoted, Chris Cruz, of sitting down to a fireside chat. Do you know that he went to Arlington National Cemetery?
Sure did.
Unbelievable, this guy. I found it fascinating that they began giving him such a hard time about that, and then we're just writing off all the pictures of Obama and Biden at Arlington over the years. That doesn't count. Don't worry about that. That doesn't matter.
And when it happened, I want to remind you, we even said it felt weird, him being there.
It did, because
in that
he's
capacity.
Not the president.
Yes, it did feel weird. We loved that he was there.
Yes.
But it felt out of place.
Oh, yeah, because we had to fight. He's our president.
Yes.
He's our president.
Yes, exactly, yes.
And where was Kamala? We find out she was
just getting
a couple
briefings.
of miles away.
Yeah, she was just getting briefings.
Or on the phone, as you'll see later on in the show. She's busy. She is busy doing the work of the American people. And Joe Biden, our president, doing the work of the American people. He's busy, talking on the phone, sitting on the beach. That's the president right there, work 24/7.
God save the Queen, man.
But then I saw where Kamala had, it's interesting that Kamala posted on X, I believe this was on X, as vice president, I have had the privilege of visiting Arlington National Cemetery several times. It's a solemn place where we come together to honor American heroes who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to this nation. And then it goes on and on.
Yeah, it's very
on.
long. Yeah.
It's interesting how much they hate Elon Musk, but to have that much of an article on X, I'm pretty sure you have to pay for premium. So it's interesting how that...
You're not supposed to notice that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well...
And plus, they're allowed to complain about things that they take advantage of. That's the way of the Democratic Party.
Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. But we do have we had some really powerful comments from family that were family members, mothers, mother-in-laws, fathers, father-in-laws.
You want to skip to clip 3 then?
Yeah, let's do the montage.
Yeah,
I love that. Let's do it. Yep. The montage. If it's another montage that's going to make me well up, I don't know that I want to air it this early because I don't want to tear up, but I might. So go ahead.
Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris, my name is Steve Nakui. I'm the father of Lance Corporal Kareem M. Nakui.
My name is Jim McCollum. I am the Gold Star father of the United States Marine Corps Lance Corporal Riley McCollum.
This is Mark Schmitz, Gold Star father of Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz.
My name is Darren Hoover, and I'm the Gold Star father of United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover.
My daughter-in-law, Sergeant Nicole Leanne G., was killed in the Afghanistan exit at Abbey Gate.
Our kids were murdered because of your administration.
You were not at Dover for the dignified transfer. And no time have you reached out to me to offer your condolences, to offer thank you for Kareem's sacrifice and service.
You have 13 families who have been waiting over 3 years to so much as get a phone call, to so much as hear our kids' names said aloud.
You failed for 3 years and 8 months to acknowledge our kids.
Where were you and Joe Biden on August 26, 2024? Nowhere near Arlington Cemetery. You couldn't be bothered to be with us or even say our kids' names, just as you had done for the last 3 years.
Vice President Harris, I ask you, why won't you return a call and explain to us how you call my daughter-in-law's death a success? President Trump has called. President Trump shows up. President Trump takes the time to hear our loved ones' stories.
We invited him to be there.
These are the only memories we get to make with our son And it is you who is playing politics and trying to detract from our memories made that day.
President Trump has been there for us. He's been a rock for us. He showed compassion for us, and he showed he truly cares for the families that truly do know what the ultimate sacrifice really is.
Amen. God. I know. It's just horrific. Horrific. And our hearts and prayers go out to the families, as always. Then I see where they're trying to, look, they're trying to rewrite history.
Yep.
And they're doing it in real time. In real time, they're rewriting history. And we saw that in an interview with Senator Tom Cotton, and he's trying to obviously set the record straight on President Trump being in Arlington and what happened with these Gold Star families. But you'll hear in the interview how they're rewriting history right in front of us.
Bottom line, though, I guess, Senator, is it ever appropriate to make campaign content at military gravesites?
He didn't take campaign photos there. These families, Gold Star families, whose children died because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's incompetence, invited him to the cemetery. And they asked him to take those photos because, as they told me yesterday, when I spoke to Kelly Barnett and Darren Hoover, the parents of Taylor Hoover, who has Arkansas ties, they don't get to go to the beach on Labor Day. They don't get to have barbecues. This is their one chance to have a memory of their children, to commemorate their service and to honor their sacrifice. They wanted President Trump there. They wanted to take those photos. You know who the families also invited? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Where were they? Joe Biden was sitting at a beach. Kamala Harris was sitting at her mansion in Washington, D.C. She was 4 miles away. 10 minutes. She could have gone to the cemetery and honored the sacrifice of those young men and women. But she hasn't. She never has spoken to them or taken a meeting with them.
Well, they did meet with them during the dignified transfer. They were with them at the dignified transfer.
Her and Joe Biden's incompetence, those 13 Americans were killed in Afghanistan.
Yes. Kamala was not there.
No.
And if you remember, Joe was wondering how much time it was going to take because he looked at his watch multiple times during that dignified transfer because he needed to be somewhere else, I guess. And he for sure told his story. We had one mother tell us that he told his story about Bo. He was trying to relate to them, of course. Just terrible. Just terrible.
And Meet the Press has tweeted out that they... There you go. We got the tweet right there. We incorrectly implied that both President Biden and Vice President Harris attended the dignified transfer of 13 American service members killed during the Afghanistan withdrawal. Biden was in attendance, but Harris was not.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's interesting because...
But how much of the audience saw that retraction?
I was just thinking... That's like the retraction in the middle of the newspaper from the headline the day before.
In the fashion section.
Yeah, from the day before.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, at least they did admit to it, though. Mm-hmm. That's fascinating.
But yeah, the left is desperately trying to make this make Trump look bad with this when he was a guest invited by the families. Period. And I mean, that's all you need. Gold Star families want Trump there. Trump shows up. The end.
Yeah,
that's the story. So the more that they howl on the left about this, the more I think that it draws attention to the very presidential atmosphere around Donald Trump at this event, the massive void that we have in this government right now.
Yes.
And it shows, I think it actually is a net plus for him after all is said and done a week later.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, for sure, it's the whole presidential thing is for sure. I mean, we documented that last week. It just felt like the president's there.
Yeah, it's like, wow, this is what it's like to have a real president.
Yeah, and we saw all weekend Biden at the beach. First he goes on vacation.
3 weeks.
He goes on vacation after the DNC. Mm-hmm. Goes out to California. And then comes back, and he's got to go to Delaware. He does not go back to D.C. Now, I know president is always working 24/7, doing the work of the American people.
To quote Jeff Fisher, Is he? Okay.
We saw him on the phone.
Oh, did we?
We saw him on the phone.
Okay,
We
what
saw
was he?
him.
Who
We
was he
saw-
talking to?
We don't know. If I would say that he was calling whoever the due person is at the house making dinner what they were going to have when they got home. I would make that argument.
You're right. George Soros is calling Kamala now, not Joe.
Yeah. I would say that we saw them on the beach as they were looking at some sort of paperwork that no one ever zoomed in on that.
Oh, you know what? I needed to do that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I would say that was a history of bank accounts. He's telling Jill, look at this is what's in a salient moment. He's reminded of all the bank accounts where he has the money.
Golly, yeah, no kidding.
He had his little bag with him, his little tote bag with there. He put his papers down in that I'm guessing is, him doing the work of the American people.
And he had that health scare in Las Vegas, as we know.
Yes,
and
we
so
know.
Now he's like, okay, I really got to hunker down and show Jill where all of these accounts are, where I have laundered money, and hunt as if she doesn't know to begin with.
Well, there's some extras that I'm sure she doesn't, and that's what Hunter is trying to, Dad, you can't tell her everything. Dad, these are ours. These are ours, Dad. But he has to.
Yeah,
Jill's not getting out of there.
There's two people that can't know about these accounts. It's Jill and Navy's mom.
Period. Oh yeah, and the American people. Is that more than one person? They can't know either. So that's really fascinating. And then I see what's this? Kamala first meet up with press after Abigail. I don't know that I know this.
And this is the attitude, just reflective of this administration. This is just when this is the first encounter that Kamala had after the horrors at Abbey Gate. And then she approaches the press and she's just laughing. She started laughing.
Yeah, she started laughing. Yeah, dude. Yes.
What's your response to reports of Americans?
Hold on. Slow down, everybody. I want to talk about two things. First, Afghanistan.
Anyway, there you go.
Hold on, everybody. That's back when nobody liked her. That's back
including
when
her
she
own
was
party.
Terrible. Yeah, she was terrible. Her ratings, were they as good as Joe Biden or below Joe Biden?
They were below him at least one point, I know for a fact.
Yeah. I mean, just terrible. And then, we had Walz this weekend at some event. People started asking him about
the hostages.
And
we've got that clip. If you want to get to it now or later.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying this proves that this is the vice president. I mean, we got to go.
We got to go. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how she handled this weekend as well, because she knew she was going to be asked questions like that she did not have any intention of ever answering.
No way.
And so this walk from the limo to the plane.
Oh, my favorite. This is her doing the work of the American people.
Yeah, look at this.
I'm on the phone. I've got my headset on. Got my phone in my hand. I got to pretend like I'm talking.
Pretend like I'm talking. Now.
She does the stair walk good, though. All the way up.
Does the stair walk. That's good.
Am I the only one that watched this? I mean, twice, hoping she'd trip.
Hoping she'd trip. So,
quick wave.
See,
okay.
I'm still on the phone.
I gave the salute to the guys as I'm walking up to Air Force
totally
2.
on the phone. First of all, she's the last person in America that's using wired instead of earbuds. Okay? If we're to believe this whole scenario. Okay?
Yeah, but if she uses earbuds,
no
you
one
can't
knows.
really tell.
Yeah,
exactly. That's exactly my point. That's the reason she's using those, is so let there be no question that I'm busy on the phone taking care of business. She's not, obviously, we know that she's not listening to anything at all, but the earbuds wouldn't be as obvious because her hair's covering up.
Tupac is playing because that's her favorite live artist.
Her favorite living artist.
What were some of the albums? Well, she can't be listening. Well, she could have downloaded the MP3 from the albums that she bought, right?
Yeah,
the classic.
And
albums
I need the chords to be white so they stand out against my dark suit. The whole thing.
Yep.
These people are so.
It's all a show.
Yes,
all a show.
Ugh.
All.
I mean, that's not the only fake thing about her. You had the whole this is how I make collard greens thing.
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Because so many people were saying nobody uses their bathtub to make food. How gross. Have they not listened to Glenn Beck?
I know, his bathtub soup.
Have they not listened to Glenn Beck? I mean, people have been using bathtubs to make food forever. And I thought, there you go. There you go. That's documented. The Glenn Beck story is true, with Kamala telling us how to make collard greens.
I have a friend who had a Christmas party, Christmas Eve every year.
Here we go.
And she asked me to make the greens for a party every year.
Greens.
And I am not lying to you that I would make so many greens that I'd need to wash them in the bathtub. I'm telling you the truth.
Uh-huh.
So how do you make your greens? Do you put
How do you make your greens?
Bacon.
Nice. My grandma
I do bacon.
Chill, dude.
Garlic. I put white vinegar. I do. So I start with, I slice up my garlic. But no, first I chop up the bacon and get all that fat going. Then I put garlic, some chili peppers.
Yes, okay.
And then a lot of water and a little chicken stock. And I let it go for a while before I put the greens in.
Yeah, you got to wait. We got to let it soak up with the greens.
Right, so you get that going and all that flavor. And then I put the greens in for a couple hours. Then I do vinegar. And then I
What about a little hit?
Tabasco.
There you go.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but Tabasco of all, like I like Louisiana hot sauce, but Tabasco has that right amount of vinegar. Yeah. And that's how I do my greens.
I see why you get invited.
And then she slipped up on her little. Like, oh crap! I wasn't expecting.
And I was in an Uber with a African American, and I played that clip for him, and he said, "What the fill in the blank is she talking about? No one does collard greens like that."
She does. That's what she's saying. It's her special recipe.
So Dom Lucree, you know that account.
Oh,
right?
yes. He's awesome.
He says that Vice President Kamala Harris is receiving backlash from Black Americans for claiming she washed her collard greens in a bathtub with Tabasco sauce. The backlash is due to what appears to be not one single Black American being able to relate to this claim. Every Black American that responded claimed they witnessed greens washed in the sink, and Kamala is pandering. Yes, of course.
Yes, but you saw she had two African-American people standing right next to her that were excited about it.
No, he was excited
about
that she used the bacon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He went, yes, bacon, yes, which we can relate to. He wasn't, yes, the bathtub.
I am not a big fan of collard greens anyway.
Because you haven't had them in the bathtub.
I know, I haven't had bathtub collard greens.
Maybe we should make some bathtub collard greens.
Oh, man.
I feel like Jeffy wouldn't say no to anything that's edible.
I don't know that I want to use my bathtub.
Oh, gosh,
to make the collard greens.
No, it's got to be a brand new bathtub that's never been used before.
Well, I mean, of course you keep it clean and stuff, but in the old days you didn't have the water chutes.
The jets?
The jet water.
Yeah,
wait, hold up.
Fancy bathtub. Fancy bathtub.
Your bathtub has jets?
Yeah.
Using those little cleaning bubbles, though, first, you know? A little Clorox or whatever they are.
Doesn't have water jets.
Doesn't have jets.
Yeah, mine.
Then we're using your bathtub. Let's see, a lot of times if you don't use them often enough, you got to clean them out.
Oh, yeah, they get clogged. You get the lime and whatnot.
And there's other bugs that like to use that. There's little bugs down there going, they don't even use it anymore. We can just be down here.
Those darn lot lizards getting those.
Hey, before we hit this break, can we just play? We have one more Kamala clip from the weekend where she told the same speech in Michigan, and then she went over to Pennsylvania. So the script didn't change. The teleprompter was the same.
Interesting.
What did change was the accent. For some reason, it came out in Michigan, and she lost it by the time she got to Pennsylvania later in the day. It's back. Another accent moment.
You better thank a union member.
Union members that are striking, we're thanking them.
Hey, work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Right.
I should have said in the Pennsylvania clip, which is the exact thing verbatim, just no accent.
Well, we have, then she, last week in Georgia, right, cut
we got it on
28, I think, right?
Oh, let's see.
Is it 28?
No,
it's not 28. It's not 28. It's the one from last week. Kamala brings out accent in Georgia rally. Cut number 9 from last week. It's up there where she breaks out the accent again.
She's so genuine, though. She's so genuine.
That's disappointing.
Everything about her is believable.
So it's unofficial Trucker Tuesday, and Al, I got you. We'll get to you momentarily. Yeah, break out the accent whenever you can, whenever you need to pander.
Gray Unleashed.
It was the 3rd of September.
Think about it. Welcome back. Jeff Fisher in for Pat Gray today as he is off being one with nature and finding himself as he's hunting and fishing and just being Pat. And thank you for coming along for the ride. It's Unofficial Trucker Tuesday, 888-900-3393, because we saw one gas station that had the no trucker sign over the weekend. And it's very disheartening, very disheartening. So, Al in Missouri, are you on the road, Al?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
How are you? What's happening? Where are you trucking to today? Where you at?
I'm trucking around southern Missouri.
Is that where your route is?
Yes, sir.
So do you ever leave the state of Missouri, or you just do a daily run?
No, it's Missouri, Illinois, and Iowa.
What are you hauling?
We do the company I haul for. We do restaurant supplies, so everything you see or touch or whatever in a restaurant is what we truck around.
Oh no, are you delivering paper straws? Throw those out the window.
No, we have no paper. They're all plastic.
Okay, well then you're fine.
Good.
All right. So how's life on the road in today's world for you? Do you drive specifically for this restaurant supply company, or do you haul other loads?
No, I drive specifically for them.
Okay. So you just drive daily for them. So what's life like on the road for you?
It's not bad, man. I mean, it's the ultimate job. You know, I mean, if you like your freedom, you know, as far as you don't have a boss breathing down your neck, and you know, I mean, we're the asphalt cowboys out here keeping the country going.
Absolutely. Well, it's the lifeblood of America. There's no question. Are you familiar with what Chris is referring to when he talks about lot lizards? I mean, is there any lot lizards between Missouri, Illinois, and your restaurant stops?
Yeah, I've actually seen a few of those out. Yeah, and they're out in the wild. Yeah.
Out in the wild. Well said. Out in the wild.
All right. So your number one complaint as a trucker on the road would be what?
People on their cell phones.
Yep, that's the number one complaint. That's overwhelming complaint.
And I want to apologize because I was corrected by another truck driver. They're no longer called lot lizards, so I apologize. It's a new infestation called sleeper leopards.
Sleeper leopards. Oh, I like that.
I apologize.
Like
So
are you familiar with sleeper leopards, Al?
No, sir. That's a new one.
Okay.
To all the real truckers, they're still a lot less.
All right, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, I appreciate it, Al. Thank you. You be safe out there, and I can't let you go without. I mean, if you're working, I need to hear the.
Well, I can't let you go without asking for one small favor.
I'm here for you.
See what you did?
Okay.
See what you did for your show?
I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm putting my headphones on. I don't know that I have time to answer any questions. Go ahead.
I listen to you guys every day.
Thank you.
And I love you guys. I really do appreciate what you do.
Oh boy.
But
one thing I really miss more on trivia.
Oh yeah. No, football season's coming up, and
so tell Pat we have to get that back. So.
All right, the next board meeting. I'll bring it up in the next board meeting. I promise. I promise I'll bring it up in the next board meeting. Now, I answered your question, and I've been advised from you. The next board meeting, your question will be addressed. Now, I need to hear something from you.
All right, sir. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, no.
All right.
Nice job.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Al.
I like it.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
You too. Drive safe.
All right. So it's Unofficial Trucker Tuesday. I know that we had some tweets come in or X posts between the break. And the first one was, I celebrated Labor Day from Apocalypse Rich. I celebrated Labor Day by working my union job for 2.5 times pay. Happy Labor Day. Yeah. I mean, there were plenty of union workers at hotels striking around the country. About 10,000 hotel staff members walked off the job Sunday in 25 cities across the U.S. I'm sure that's fine. Don't worry about it. If you were staying at a hotel this weekend, probably didn't even notice. And as if Boeing didn't have enough problems on their hands, The contract between Boeing and the International Association of Machinists, love them, is due to expire on September 12th. So all those workers, 32,000 union workers, are about ready to go on strike with Boeing. So that's good news. That's good news for America right there. So thank a union member. You be sure to thank a union member. Glenn in Georgia, before we get back to some Kamala Harris clips that are, well, they're joyful. Glenn in Georgia, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Fantastic. Well, where are you driving? Are you in Georgia right now?
I am. I'm heading to our terminal to empty some product that the last idiot forgot to empty out.
Oh, man. So you looked in your trailer this morning and went, holy crap, it's still got stuff in it.
Oh. Well, no, I haul dry bulk, so it's a tank, but it's not like liquid or anything. And
it's what?
It's a dry bulk tank, like powder and plastic pellets.
Okay.
So
what are those used for? Packing or creation of other products?
Yeah, basically formation of other products.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of the stuff I deliver goes into like making Pepsi bottles, Coke bottles,
gotcha.
All the plastic containers. But yeah, no, the person that had the tank before, like it sounded empty, but he didn't empty it all the way, and
you can't trust.
It became a problem for me last week.
You can't find good help because now you got the old pellets in there. You got to try to put new pellets in. They don't mix. Could be a problem.
Right.
Could be a problem.
Could be. Yeah.
Do you haul the same thing every day?
Typically, yeah.
So you just work for one company. You're not an independent trucker.
No, not independent. No, it's not profitable for truckers these days to be independent.
I know it's difficult, no question. Are you now? Georgia is a big state, and I know Keith is very familiar with the great state of Georgia. Are you familiar with either lot lizards or
sleeper leopards?
Oh wait,
leopards.
Somebody else just said in the chat on blazetv.com they called them what was it? Cabin cougars.
Cabin cougars. I like that.
That's the leader in the clubhouse.
Cabin cougars.
Cabin
Still
cougars,
lot
yeah.
lizards, though.
Lot lizards, but it's
Are you familiar with that, Glenn?
I'm actually not familiar with them, and all the time I've been trucking, I've not seen one yet.
You need to
Then
stop.
you're not going to the right
You're going to the
stops.
wrong places.
You're
man.
not going to the right stops.
At your place of employment, do they fill up the gas tank for you?
They don't fill it up for me, but they do pay for me to fill it up.
Yeah, but do you have to go to? Do they just do it on the lot of your place?
No, I go to truck stop Lowe's typically.
You need to stick around a little bit longer.
I was going to say, get on the apps. It's called Lot Lizards.
Yeah, it's just you need to stick around a little bit longer.
It scans to make sure you don't have no infection.
So as you're out there on the road in Georgia, what's your number one complaint?
People that don't know how to merge onto the interstate.
Sorry, that's
They
me.
seem to think that we have to yield to them when it's their
The other
job
way
to
around.
yield, not our job to let them.
That's correct. They're supposed to merge onto the interstate at the going rate of speed, whatever that is.
Exactly.
Not that difficult.
But I will say, you guys, I'll say this: you guys got to give Buc-ee's a little bit of a break because I kind of understand their point. I've seen other truckers out there, and some of these guys are nasty. They leave their trash, pee jugs, poop bags all over the place, and I can understand Buc-ee's not wanting all that in their lot.
Plus, I mean, you can't even get a trucker to empty the tank.
No.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So, all right, noted, Glenn. All right, so before I let you go, I mean, gotta have something from you.
And by the way, Glenn, thank you for not using extra letters in your name. I appreciate
You're
that.
very welcome. I don't know what Glenn back there is doing and adding the extra in. It's useless. But get Pat to do these Trucker Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
So, yeah.
I'll bring it up at the
Here's your
board
horn,
meeting.
man.
But
Yeah.
What about that horn?
thank you. That's a good one. All right, be safe out there. I appreciate it. Unofficial.
Okay, it's our family's first time at Busey's.
That's awesome. It is. So we know it's lot lizards, sleeper leopards, cabin cougars.
I think Cabin Cougars takes the lead on
It's
this
got alliteration.
Cabin Cougars does have a little something to it.
But the problem is that Lot Lizard is such a staple
Yes, it is.
of
They've already named the app. You're not going to buy an app and change the name to it. That would just be stupid.
And by the way,
it's got the alliteration as well.
And then if you download the app, you can scan for lot lizards. Just have to wave it around after you download the app. So download the app, lot lizards, and you make sure you scan your vehicle to make sure there's no infestation. You don't want to bring that back home.
No, you don't.
You do not want to bring that back home.
You don't.
The wife will be upset if you bring one of them.
The download is free. So
that download is free. Yeah, absolutely.
No problem. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep going. Mark in South Carolina, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, my gosh. It's embarrassing how good I am. I could go on for days, but I won't. So are you driving right now in South Carolina?
No, I'm getting my load jerked off right now.
Oh, you're getting your what?
All right. Cover it with a tarp.
I'm getting my load jerked off right now.
All right, we got it.
What's going on?
Getting unloaded.
Okay.
What are you loading?
There's some chemical stuff that's taken off.
Some chemicals?
Everything. Yeah.
All right, so you are okay to hit the road with those chemicals out of South Carolina?
Oh yeah.
I
got one more drop after this. I got one more drop after this, about 7 miles away, and then I got to pick up another load.
Are you staying in South Carolina today?
No, we run all over.
Where are you headed? Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you taking the chemicals to?
South Carolina. I'm delivering that to South Carolina. Then I pick up another load going to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that load is going to be yet, but
you going to get a nap in before then?
Yeah, with the new rules, how many hours do you have?
Oh, I've been off the whole weekend. I got a fresh start today. All my clocks are been reset, and I've just started this morning.
All right, East Coast, you heard that.
I know. So
He's heading up 95.
You're on the East Coast. You're right. Have you had to deal with anything in Baltimore?
I try to avoid that area as much as possible.
I bet. I'm really fascinated to see how that nightmare is going for everyone, because the port's open. It's just that there's no bridge.
Yeah, I usually run at night. I'll shut down about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I call it my East Coast time. Shut down about 2 o'clock. That way it's easy to find a parking spot at the truck stop.
Right.
Go and get a shower. There's usually no line.
Have you downloaded the app? Have you downloaded the Lizard app yet?
Yeah, no. You just have to know where to look for them, is all.
You're trying to bypass the app. I got it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they don't want the truck stops no more, but you just got to go to the right website.
Oh,
there you go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. LotLizards.com.
Yep.
You just download the app. All right, Mark. What as you're out there on the road? What's your number one complaint?
Truck brokers. They always want you to download an app to track you.
And
they want to fine you $100 if you don't download their app. But I think they should be paying us because they're using my phone and my phone service.
So who is it? Who asked you to track where you're at?
The truck brokers. Because the company's already got a tracker on the truck in case it gets stolen. And then we got the electronic logbooks, the ELDs. They're tracking us too. So we're already being tracked twice. But these brokers want to track a load when it's going to be delivered the next day.
Right.
Why do they need to track a load? It's only going to be on the truck in less than 24 hours. My personal thought is they're using these apps so they don't have any trucks in an area so they can adjust their rates and stuff.
Okay.
That's my conspiracy theory, I guess.
All right. So, I can live with that, Mark. Thank you. So I'm gonna before I let you go and let you get back to getting rid of your stuff. I need something from you.
I think he's outside. I don't think he's inside the truck right now.
Well, you can climb back up in there.
Yeah, I'm getting back in right now. I just closed my doors, going to my next stop.
All right. Let's hear the horn.
1 second.
Man, what are we doing? Okay, thank you. I know you're being nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know. You're being nice. Thank you. All right, be safe, Mark. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Mark. Yeah, so South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, all the way up to Pennsylvania. Just be safe because
Mark is ready.
Mark's on I-95 and he's headed north. Okay,
he's being tracked. He's not going to Baltimore.
Okay, real quick. Leave it to our lovely Chris Cruz for misreading, misinterpreting. I don't know what, but a lot of people commenting on the Blaze TV chat. It's not. What did you call them? what'd you call them? The lepers or
sleeping leopards?
Sleeper leopards.
It's sleeper leapers. Many people have been correcting you in the chat. Sleeper leaper. That is much
that makes
better.
Sense. That makes sense.
I apologize for that.
That
too.
does make more sense.
Sleeper leapers.
So
because they had leopards.
Sleeper leapers.
We should do a poll. Let's see.
Let's sleeper leopards.
Let's see what y'all
I like sleeper leopards.
Stand by. I'm going to post a poll.
Cougars.
Cabin cougars. Still, cabin cougars takes the number one slot.
Sleeper leapers. That's if you go to the Lot Lizards app.
There's a filter.
There's a section. For sleeper leapers.
I want to know who this app developer is because he is updating on the fly.
He's awesome. So, all right, we're coming up to the top here. Might as well.
Might as well finish off.
Yeah, let's finish off on Unofficial Trucker Tuesday. Krista in Mississippi, right?
Yes.
All right. Yes, great state of Mississippi. Are you a truck driver? It sounds like you're in a truck right now.
I'm not in a truck right now, but I am a truck driver.
Okay.
Me and my husband drive.
Awesome.
But talking about the lot lizards, you can find them, I bet, at this time of day right now, walking the streets of Memphis by Love.
Give me the address.
I've seen them.
Come on, we got some truckers listening, Krista. Give the address.
I'm a fan of
Lamar Avenue. You will find them walking.
Do you usually you house up in Memphis?
We haul all over the place, but we have a terminal in Memphis.
Okay.
If you drive by Love's, you're going to see them walking. And I've also had them knock on my door in Birmingham.
Oh no!
Were they? So they didn't care whether it was male or female. They're just looking for some money.
Oh, they didn't know I was in there. My husband was inside getting a shower, and I was in the
he was inside getting a shower.
Okay.
And they knocked on my door, and I was like, "Wait a minute," because I thought he left his keys and wasn't able to. Get in.
It was a lizard.
When she heard a woman, she took off running.
Yeah, it was a lizard. Yeah, she scared her. All right, so you stay safe out there, Krista, and make sure that you really remember that what's going on when hubby is out there taking a shower. Okay. And I know you're not in your truck, so I won't make you run outside to the front yard and blow your truck horn. Although I should have done that. Mm-hmm. But almost out of town.
By the way, at Pat Unleashed, if you want to vote in our poll, lot lizards, sleeper leapers, or cabin cougars. Early returns show lot lizards out in front, but
that's the standard.
Jonathan Lucas has a fourth option, lot Kamalas.
Oh,
how to ruin it? How to ruin it?
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Well, the show's here. Pat's off fishing and hunting, relaxing, just becoming one with nature as Pat loves to do. Myself, Jeff Fisher here. Thanks for coming along for the ride today on Pat Gray Unleashed. You can subscribe to my daily show, Chewing the Fat, available wherever you get your podcast, Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. I'm joined by Keith Malinak today, who's back from Xanadu, and Chris Cruz is here back from Washington, D.C. We still have to get a rundown, a little recap of what happened in D.C. this past weekend with Chris and Moms for Liberty. A couple of tweets, X posts that have come in. One, Lone Wolf 2965. I don't know the rules. Could someone tell me what differentiates an official from an unofficial Trucker Tuesday? Yeah. One's official, one's not. Duh. From Giblets, does the Lot Lizard app have a loyalty rewards program? After 12 encounters, you get 50% off your next penicillin shot.
Oh, no. It's every 10. Every 10 encounter.
Every 10. Yeah, 12. I mean, that'd be ripping people off.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a loyalties program.
It's
every
a loyalty
10.
program, yes. And if you refer a friend, the shot is free.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But,
How do you know that?
It says so on the app. He's got the app open.
LotLizards.com, and then read the fine print.
Then download the app.
Chapter 7.
So the poll for
so,
leading name for it.
Go to @PatUnleashed on Twitter, and you can vote. So right now, the audience is overwhelmingly saying Lot Lizards wins. It's traditional, right?
Yeah.
73%. Cabin Cougars coming in second place right now, 21%, and bringing up the rear, so to speak. Sleeper Leapers at 6%.
By the way, we're conservative. We like to conserve the old values.
Yes, thank you.
And Lot
Lizards is it. That's
it.
conservative, yes.
There it is.
And Little Bird says, I'm all for Trucker Tuesdays on a weekly basis. Yeah, well, then we have to make it official.
Yeah, and it gets old.
But that's why this is just unofficial.
Yeah, I want to thank, I think it was Tyler from Twitter. He sent us a picture of the Lot Lizard location that Krista was talking about.
Oh, nice.
So, fake Tyler Morgan, thank you so much. And if you're...
It's right there.
Right there.
Right there.
He says it's right next to the motel complex, the cheap motel complex. I don't know why he added that, because we're talking about lizards.
Yeah, what is that all about?
We're not talking about humans.
Sometimes I guess you don't want to have a sleeper leaper. You want to have some,
a cabin cougar.
Hotel hooker. Wait, no, that's not what they call themselves.
That's not what they call themselves at all.
Have some respect.
But thank you. Thank you. At least if we have an idea of where it is.
That's just a glimpse
of an idea
of the area.
Of where it is. That's awesome. I see NASA and Boeing are going to proceed with the undocking of the uncrewed Starliner. So I guess they've uploaded the software they needed to do it without an astronaut in it. It's going to be this Friday. So we'll see if the Starliner can touch down in the desert. I think in New Mexico. It comes down in New Mexico. It's supposed to.
So when do we start looking up?
Friday morning.
Start looking up.
Friday morning, look up. Because, if it goes off course or blows up, they're going to, which very well could happen. It definitely could happen because Boeing is really struggling with this. So,
I hadn't heard.
Really? Huh, that's weird. So then the SpaceX has been, they were grounded last week, remember, because of the Falcon 9 rocket that failed during the launching of the satellites. And they had postponed Polaris Dawn. And they postponed Polaris Dawn originally because of
cloud
weather.
Mm-hmm.
And then they postponed it again because of
cloud
weather. And then the Falcon 9 that burned up when it was landing, coming back, and then tipped over on its side. The FAA grounded it until their investigation. And their investigation ended. They said that Falcon 9 can return to flight operations while overall investigation of the anomaly during the Starlink Group 8-6 mission remains open, provided all license requirements are met. SpaceX made the return. Oh, that's great. So the Polaris Dawn now is set for tomorrow from Kennedy Space Center, with the backup launch opportunities on Thursday in case they have to cancel tomorrow because of weather. And so we'll see. And they haven't even given a launch time yet for Polaris Dawn, although the last few launches that were canceled because of weather was at 3:38 a.m. So we'll see. They're guessing that this is going to be the same.
So when do we start looking up for that one?
That would be Wednesday morning, early.
So tomorrow.
3:30, 2:38 our time.
Well, one of the things you do really well, Jeffy, is you chronicle all things space, and what's going on with Boeing and Elon Musk and NASA in particular and all of their shortcomings. So I sent in a video here, and I think this is a perfect place for this. You want to know why there's so many issues with NASA? Guess what? Surprise! DEI strikes again.
Yeah. I think we played this last week.
Did you play this
I think
already?
so. Yeah,
we did.
The chick sitting there?
Yeah, I don't even know if we made it all the way through.
We didn't make it all the way through.
I don't think we made it all the way through even. Well, we could start
white supremacy culture.
I'll tell you what. We'll set the timer. We'll see how long we could take it.
Okay. It's a 90-second clip. This will be interesting if we can make it here.
I got a timer
here. This is clip 19.
Right.
Clip 19.
Set the timer.
Did you play this? I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Doing this work of examining my own intentions and my own actions and their impact, I can see that there's so much more that I could have done to make the projects I've led equally welcoming to Black, Indigenous, and people of color as the white people they have engaged.
It's only 10 seconds.
I feel a lot of shame and regret about that.
Do you?
And I know that without looking head on at what I've done and not done, I won't be able to do better. So I'm looking forward to today's event and to this whole series as steps in my personal and professional journey to make my work more anti-racist and therefore more effective in reaching my aspiration.
And this may be a review for many of you, but these are those different
supremacy culture. Yes.
That you probably see coming up a lot in our workspaces, especially in the practice of science.
That's awesome.
Perfectionism.
That's helping me get through it, actually.
Wait. I'm sure all of us are feeling a sense of urgency.
Pause that.
The deadlines.
Pause that. Look at
Pause it.
Did you?
I think that counts.
I'm barely hanging on.
I think that counts.
Hold on.
52
Hold
seconds.
on. And I'm sorry that you've already covered this to a degree. Did you get to this chart in your segment?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Look at the white supremacy culture issues we have here. Perfectionism. Oh, dear Lord, no. You don't want everything perfect on a trip to space.
This is where you cut it off, Fisher.
Okay.
So you literally made it the same amount of time you made it last time. So well done. You're consistent.
I let it go.
Okay.
Right now, the idea of power hoarding,
individualism. You can't have that.
No.
Individualism over
sense of urgency.
Over collectivism. There it is.
Quantity over quality.
That's
either or
bullcrap.
thinking. And so all of these things can really limit the way we go about.
I've had way far enough. The thing is if you're white, you're a racist, and you're bad.
You're bad.
So that's
not racist. You're bad.
We also had we had news from the Starliner this weekend, as there were sounds emanating from inside the Starliner. This is Coast to Coast AM stuff right here.
Here we go.
No.
I've got a question about the Starliner.
Houston's with you, Butch. Go ahead.
There's a strange noise coming through the speaker, and I didn't know if you could connect into the Starliner and let me keep mic and let you hear it. I don't know what's making it, but I don't know if it's something that maybe is connected between here and there, making that happen. But anyway, can you do that?
We can configure that, Butch. Give us a minute, and I'll call you back when it's ready.
Okay.
Station Houston on 2. We're configured for audio via hardline and CST. If you want to give us a call.
Okay,
we're going to do that.
5x5. How many?
Okay, I'm going to keep the mic up next to the speaker.
Copy.
Okay. Mic up next to the speaker.
At negative, Butch, we did not.
Yeah, we didn't hear that
anything.
one, Butch. Want to go back in there? Give us.
All right, Butch, that one came through.
Yeah, it did, Butch.
It was kind of like a
We heard
pulsing
that.
noise, almost like a sonar ping.
Yeah.
I'll do it one more time, and I'll let y'all scratch your head.
Yeah, one more time.
Figure out what's going on. Here we go.
Yeah. Coming from Starliner. This is Coast to Coast AM.
East of the Rockies.
All right, over to you. I'll let you figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, good recording. Thanks, Butch. We will pass it on to the team.
I
and let you
mean,
know what we find.
goosebumps. And this is coming back to Earth now.
Make sure I'm
starting on Friday.
emanating from the speaker and Starliner. You don't know.
I mean, the alien is coming back to Earth.
It's got to lay low until it gets here. So you ain't finding it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
oh, my goodness.
I've seen
awesome.
the documentary.
Yeah.
It never
Thank
ends
you.
well for the humans. I just want to put that out there.
That's the opening scene for a movie right there.
Yes.
That does not
It
end
never
well
works
for
out
humans.
for the humans.
Oh,
so wherever
no.
that Starlink is going back to, good luck, God bless, because that's patient zero.
A week
It'd
from
be
now.
a real shame if it happened to blow up in space.
Oh, it'd be such a shame.
A week from now, when there's like 40 people left on Earth and they're listening back to this podcast, they're gonna be like, "Those guys were laughing.
They were right. They were right.
They weren't taking it seriously."
I told them. Right. Oh, this from the gateway to the west. I saw where the gateway to the west, people were stuck in the arch this weekend.
Oh, for real?
Oh, that's claustrophobic on a good day.
Yeah, because the elevators take you up to the top of the arch. Ooh, not fun.
Oh,
I
no.
know. So maybe it's already started. Maybe the alien abduction has already started.
That's a good clip. I'm saving that for the wall. That's a good clip.
That
Butch,
is.
Butch, you got that, Butch?
Yeah, we definitely heard that, Butch. Definitely heard that. We'll get back to you.
Tell you what, Butch, why don't we go ahead and delay your re-entry for another until we get back
Butch
to
has got to wait for Elon anyway.
Yeah.
Butch has got to wait for Elon
Oh,
anyway.
that's right. Yes.
With because they got to come up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
SpaceX is sending up the rocket -2. Although I read an article this weekend. I got to go back, and it sounded like they were going to have a Russian cosmonaut on the flight that Elon is taking up as well. So maybe he's taking up 3.
Leaving them back,
leaving one there, and then bringing 2, and then bringing the 2 back, and they got to bring extra spacesuits. Yeah,
they're not compatible from the Starliner to space, which it makes sense.
It does, and that was that was one of the problems why the astronauts they had to upload the new software that they deleted before they took off. So that it could embark from the ISS on its own without the astronaut.
Jeffy. They are hiring.
How pissed would you be to be stranded up there during football season, bro?
Oh, I was thinking about.
They probably have.
Yeah,
they probably have DirecTV. Oh wait, they cut that off. Never mind.
Too soon.
Oh, sorry.
You can't watch DirecTV anymore.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, DirecTV and ABC and Disney. No, sorry, we're cutting you off. It's over. Yesterday. That's a matter. No,
because. People were upset yesterday.
Yeah,
people were upset
before
yesterday.
the LSU game, which was a great game. And
how did you watch it?
What do you mean?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have DirecTV?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
No, I do not. The last time that YouTube, and when I had YouTube TV, I don't have YouTube TV anymore. When I had YouTube TV, remember they had the fight with ABC Disney too, and they cut it off during college football season. Very disheartening, but they worked it out.
And of course, we were all looking forward to Venue.
How did that go?
Streaming service, with all of the
how's
that judge ruled and said, not yet.
He's ruled on your what's her case's side, right?
Yeah, so on Fubo.
Yeah, Fubo side. Yeah,
so it was supposed to launch August 23rd. It did not.
No, it did not. No, and I
pissed.
It was more expensive than what they said too.
Oh, for real?
Oh my gosh. Wow. The early report was around $40, and he can't let $42.99 go.
Oh, I'll be flipping hell. $42.99, and
I'm cheaper than both of you, and I'm like, wow. I'll do it. I'll pay it.
Well, yeah, because you love.
I don't know what I pay for ESPN. I get the Hulu Live and the ESPN Plus package. And that gets me
$89.
Everything. I'm not sure what that costs.
Here's what you know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what it costs. No, I don't. I don't want to know because I don't know how much it costs.
Let me help you out. I'm sure you have a relative or someone that you know very well who still gets old school cable TV service.
Oh.
Okay. No.
I think so.
Think long and hard, and then open up your Roku. And then go to those apps with the login information from their account on the old school cable because
it works. That gets you in.
Because if you have a cable subscription, then you can log in to these other
to the other network, the channels.
I mean, then you have to go to each individual thing, but it's free. And that's the key word, baby.
Free.
But I like the way I had it set up on Hulu though during football season.
For $89.99.
I don't know how much it costs. You just go to each one that you want to watch. So you go back to your recents and you just go back and forth to all the games, which I love because you're able to follow the game
for $89.99. That's what you can.
Yeah, I don't know how much I pay. I don't know what it costs.
Dude, I will be demanding more for $89.99.
I feel like I'm paying more though. Because I think we get the HBO Max.
I feel like you need to rack your brain and find out if there's anybody you're related to that still gets old school cable.
I don't think so. I don't think there is actually.
No,
I don't think there is. And we got
sister-in-law.
We got It's possible in the Florida house.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, all right.
Wait a minute. We might have to.
So when you call to shoot the breeze with your sister-in-law,
hey, how's it going?
Which topic is it? Like the fourth or fifth one down, or right out of the gate?
Just wondering how you're doing. Hey, do you have cable?
Wonder how's old man doing?
Cable. Yeah, I'm just checking in on the father-in-law. Do you have cable at this house? So I just want to.
And then it's got to be like, so if you log into your account, like what email address do you use?
Yeah, just wondering.
Say, what's that password anyway? I was curious.
Just curious.
Make it small.
Just haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering.
Tell you what, is there an email, a confirmation email you just received? Can you tell me what the code is?
Give me that code.
What's that code? All right. Well, good talking to you.
I'll call again when it asks for this code again.
Yes.
Don't you take my call. You take my call. I don't want to be waiting. I don't want to be leaving voicemails for this access code. It's only good for so long.
That's right. That's right.
It's like 90 days. I think it's like 90 days.
No, I don't know. I mean, because they've been resetting quicker.
Oh, for real?
Lately, yeah.
Oh, that
They've
sucks.
been resetting quicker, which is really kind of disheartening. Very disheartening.
I feel like you're going to be touching base with your sister-in-law more often than you want to.
Oh, that's a good point.
After he kicked her out of the house.
That's a good. No, I didn't kick her out.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
It's a shame to see her go, though. But I didn't kick her.
So what is your cable provider again? Remind me, sis.
Spectrum.
Yeah, no. It probably is Spectrum in Florida.
All right,
if it's Florida, Spectrum.
All right, you're a third of the way there. Okay. See, you need the provider. You need the email address
and the password.
That's it. And then the code.
And the code.
It's
the confirmation code.
It's like I'm going to have to call her right now.
Save $90 a month.
Before I call her, though, let me tell you, I want you to imagine for a moment that you're living in a house without cable, and you think, I need to move to a house with cable. And you're not sure how to go about that. So, I mean, it's a big decision. It's probably the biggest financial decision you're going to make as a person, either buying or selling a home. And you can do that by going to realestateagentsitrust.com, whether you're buying or selling. Real Estate Agents I Trust, the name pretty much says it all, doesn't it? realestateagentsitrust.com. They hook you up with the best real estate agent in your area for free. And they will help you go through the process of finding the right contractors, doing the repair work, finding the right photographers, the mortgage companies, the right everybody. You'll need to make this only a smooth process of buying and or selling the house. realestateagentsitrust.com. And you don't have to imagine what you would do. I've been seeing, let's say you live in a neighborhood where they have Harris for President signs.
Oh.
And you want to move the hell out.
That sounds familiar because I feel like that's your neighborhood.
You want to go into you have to go into your neighborhood through another entrance now, so you don't see the houses with the Harris signs. Otherwise, you do something angry and bad. So you contact realestateagentsitrust.com and say, hey, help me find a house that doesn't have Harris for president signs. realestateagentsitrust.com. realestateagentsitrust.com.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome to it. Pat Gray Unleashed. Jeff Fisher here, filling in for Pat as he hunting, fishing, doing what himself.
Baby seal clubbing.
It's September. Oh, I didn't do the September the second hour.
Yeah, we're good. We're okay.
No,
we're good.
We can't.
Nah, we're good.
Oh,
oh no. See, I meant
everything wrong.
It's September.
I literally just played the Jeffy roll to Pat playing this in August.
I even called it a stupid montage.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe September.
Oh.
Is it October yet?
We can play this. This could be on a sunny day. You're right.
It was the 3rd of September.
Think about it. We were asked on X from Indy Hawkeye, are lot lizards unionized? Oh. The pimps will not let that happen. I'm sorry.
Would you call the head lizard the union guy? Because
yes.
He puts them to work. So, yeah, you could say, yeah.
So the latest in our poll at Pat Unleashed
I see.
On X, lot lizards have gone from 73 to 74.4.
Oh, I got 75 now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then it's still 6 and then about 19.
19? Yeah, for the cabin cougars. So lot lizards is by far the leading our poll.
It's because everybody has the Lot Lizard app. And they're not going to rebrand the app because of our stupid poll.
You're not going to buy an app and then change the name. We already covered that. That would just be dumb.
That is dumb.
Because people, even if you changed it to say, I don't know, something like cabin cougars. People would still call it lot lizards.
Lot lizards. Yeah.
How much did that app run you? Was it a free app?
Oh, it's a free app.
Okay.
Oh, it's a free app. We just won your
if you were to purchase lot lizards, it probably cost you something like, I don't know, $44 billion, something like that.
Hold on a second. Research purposes here. I have to say that for the record. Lotlizards.com, which you mentioned earlier.
Is it there?
You can
purchase
buy it, but they won't tell you the price up front.
Oh, for, like I said, $44 billion.
Well, let's just see if cabin cougars come. You want to? Oh, that can't be reached.
Oh my gosh! Did you see?
I'm so excited, Fisher. Thank you for bringing that up.
Did you see Joey Chestnut and what's his face?
Kamashashi Shoshi?
Yeah. In their eating contest, their hot dog eating contest.
We got the last 30 seconds.
It was incredible. I mean, Joey Chestnut ate like 80-some hot dogs. I think 82, right? 82? 83. Kobayashi, I mean, what a loser. Only 66.
Actually, he lost one.
And they took one away.
Because they did a weigh-in of all the stuff on the floor. And it weighed
shut up.
The same amount as one hot dog, so they took one hot dog away from him.
Joey Chestnut, look at that.
He is killing it.
82 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's why holy cow.
And now they got 30 seconds to...
I mean, that's
world record. He's the top eating hot dog guy in the world as we speak.
And he's sponsored by some fake meat.
It's okay, though. He got $100,000 last night. So
that was the Netflix deal, right?
That was the Netflix special, yeah.
And so congratulations. I mean, that's incredible. That's why I'm a distance eater. Oh, man, I can't do the
long distance.
I can't do the sprints. I can't do the sprint.
They also did the world record for the watermelon eating contest that it was also broken before the chestnut event.
Really?
Yep. She ate 2,000 grams of watermelon.
I don't know what that is.
And what's a gram? What is that?
What's that equal?
Teaspoon?
Like because I could do a watermelon.
It was 4 pounds of watermelon.
Oof. I think I could do that. I think I could do that.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome to it. Pat Gray Unleashed. Today, Pat on vacation. Jeff Fisher here, filling in for Pat.
You better thank a union member.
Yes.
Especially in the tech sector, you have people sitting on large...
You better thank a union member. For the 5-day work week, you better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
They were all out in force this weekend. They even drug out Joe Biden, which we may or may not get to. I don't know that I can handle Joe. I mean, he's been sitting on the beach forever. I know I saw someone post to us, I believe, talking about our edited for bias on X. If you zoom into the paper on the beach, I believe you'll see it is the relationship of the 27 shell companies, not just the bank accounts used to launder money from foreign countries.
There you go.
That's possible.
There you go.
I mean, there's nothing that's impossible with this guy. I'll tell you that. Because remember, show me the money. Show me the money. Where's the money? Where's the money? Well, let's find it. We're finding it. How this man is still president of the United States.
Is he?
Oh, that's a good question, too. Because that was brought up as well in our clip of Kamala boarding her airplane, which is because, Air Force Two. Why is she saluting? Does she always salute? Does she salute always? Because the president is the commander-in-chief, right?
Yeah.
And she's not the president.
But we always have to
salute.
She? We always have to salute the vice president and the president.
Okay, so that's a regular thing, right?
Do you know the reasoning behind that? Just out of curiosity.
The reasoning?
She's
not in charge.
She's next in line. Yeah, I mean she's commander-in-chief.
Just like the same guy, like the Secretary of State, all those people, we have to salute them. As long as they're on the wall, we have to salute them.
Okay.
And every base has a wall full of 12 people.
The luminaries. Yeah.
Hey, you see this person, salute him.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And it's not for the person; it's for the office.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just like we have to salute cars. And that one I never understood.
You have to salute
the vehicles. Yes.
Oh, when the vehicles go by. Ooh.
I know.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one because what if the person is not in the car?
How do you know who's
they're supposed to take out the license plate. Yes. Yeah. So if the person is in the vehicle, the license plate will say.
And since if we're not sure, then we're saluting the entire entourage.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't, but it makes sense the way they.
Because at the end of the day, they're only supposed to be using that vehicle for official purposes only.
Right.
And because, the president is not sitting on the same vehicle every single time he goes in the motorcade, you just salute the whole motorcade. Yeah. Yes.
Oof. That's tough.
Thank you.
That's tough. But we appreciate it.
Well, Jeffy, you know that. You were in the military, so you remember all those rules.
Thank you. Yeah, speaking of guys that were in the military but weren't, Tim Walz. Do we have Tim Walz, this guy?
Tim. You know his name is Tom, right?
Tampon Tim.
No, it's Tom.
Wait.
He kept getting introduced in this event as Tom.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have that clip?
Oh, you guys didn't get it? I'll find it.
Oh,
it was
really?
Amazing. They kept saying Tom and Tom. It was awesome.
It'd been good if we had it
at
here.
That event. Yeah, I'll find it. It'll be quick.
Oh, that's awesome. If that's true, they don't even. I mean, that's a slap in his face, which is great. He was, the clip that made the rounds this weekend was.
Yeah, so we had the Israeli.
Cut 23. Cut 23. Before we get to the hostages thing.
Okay.
Where he was talking about when he was in Afghanistan.
Oh, my gosh, I didn't see this. Oh, no.
When I talk to my constituents in southern Minnesota, and I don't care if they're Republican, Independent, Democrat, it doesn't matter to them. When I tell them, when I was in Afghanistan, you know what our troops were worried about? They were worried about their families' health care, and they were worried about their pensions. I said, do you think that's really what you want them to be worrying about? When their friends and colleagues are being shot on a daily basis, and yet at the end of the day, they have to worry about that.
Okay, so now he was in Afghanistan as part of a congressional delegation that went over there. So once again, he misleads.
Right, he says it
like he was the soldier that was there.
But he is really saying that he was talking to the soldiers in Afghanistan.
Right.
But boy, he words it in a way.
Yes, he does.
This guy.
It's misleading whatsoever. And I will say, Tim is, he's lost a lot of weight. He's looking good these days.
Oh, yeah, that's an old video.
Yeah, those old clips of him when he was running for governor.
It's not Tim. It's Tom.
Those are the exact Midwestern values, qualities, and work ethic that will make Tom a great vice president.
How embarrassing.
I'm telling you.
That is awesome. And that's not Joe Biden.
No, that's Governor of Wisconsin, Tony Evers, calling him
Tony,
Tom.
the governor of Wisconsin.
Next door.
Another
door
governor.
to Minnesota.
That's what Tom.
No, Tom.
Does he ever correct it at all?
No, he does not correct it.
He just moved on. We just move on.
Well, probably didn't even know.
Please play it. I have to hear that again. I have
to. Work ethic that will make Tom a great vice president.
Yeah.
No. These people are incredible.
They don't even know who they're talking about.
It's sad. It's really sad.
Like I said, it's Tom, not Tim.
Okay, so the Tom Walz campaign. This weekend we had the 6 dead hostages from Israel return.
Including an American.
Saved. And very sad. Very, very sad. And, of course, Tom is out at some event, some fair. I mean, it's fair. It's fair. Yeah, okay. I mean, every state is having their fairs now going on, and that's where you have to show up and eat your fried hot dogs and pretend like you care about people.
Right.
And he was asked, he was there in the crowd. Tom is there. He's out hawking for votes at the state fair. And when asked about it, I'll let you see how he answered.
Good answer? You think you got a good answer out of him?
What's your reaction to the 6 hostages being found dead in Gaza?
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, gotta go. Oh, okay.
My gosh.
Oh, okay.
Go back.
Okay.
How much is that guy paid that comes into the shot from the left? He is the we gotta go guy.
We gotta go guy.
We gotta go guy. And you will see him the rest of this campaign for Walz.
All right, we gotta go. Hey, thanks.
As soon as you hear, that's your job. As soon as you hear a question of substance
that I'm not supposed to answer,
then you need to say, you need to look at me and walk me out of there.
Yep. Look at your phone. Look at me. Say we gotta go. You're on schedule. You're behind. Let's go. You gotta go. And all right, we gotta go.
How can you vote for these people, Harris and Tom Walz, based on that alone, that they won't answer questions?
No, they won't.
Donald Trump would have stood there for however long it took to answer these questions.
Plus,
I tell you, just
I'm really
on that
fascinated. I'm really fascinated with the dairy competition stand that was behind him.
Let's see. What did I miss?
I'd like to go up and.
I was
it's
so.
the dairy products competition. I really want to stop in.
Well, look at that other sign. Dairy delivers.
I think it's competitors. I think it's competition.
Yeah, exactly. So he could show up there and judge. Jeffy could be the
absolutely.
dairy judge.
I'm a fan of that. A huge fan of that.
By the way, those numbers are in billion numbers. That's
yeah. Oh, yeah. Dairy delivers. And what are we talking about? Tom knows.
Tom does.
Tom knows.
I swear, I'm going to call him Tom Walz on accident between now and November.
You won't be wrong. The governor of Wisconsin called him
Tom.
That's
incredible. It didn't make... I mean Tim. You know I mean Tim. Nothing. It was multiple times.
Midwestern values, qualities, and work ethic that will make Tom a great vice president.
Did you see Tom's brother, who apparently doesn't know his own brother's name either, came out and said...
he called him Tim, right?
He did call him Tim.
We're supposed to believe him now.
He hasn't talked to him in 8 years. Maybe he forgot his name.
We're supposed to believe him. We're supposed to believe this guy is voting for Trump, and he doesn't even know his brother's own name.
Call him Tim.
And you know what? If what Donald Trump's niece has to say about him and what RFK's family has to say about him, then it's absolutely relevant to this campaign what Tim Walz's brother has to say about him.
Tom Walz.
You guys have set you set up the rules.
Absolutely.
So here we go. And this is even closer than a niece or a cousin or in the case of Trump or RFK. Right.
Ex-wife for Trump. They keep pushing her face in ours. Oh, Trump's ex-wife is voting Democrat. Okay. That's what's the X.
He kicked her to the curb.
So what did Tom Walz's brother say to him?
Is there video of it?
No. We just have excerpts from a Facebook conversation he was having with strangers about Tim.
Governor Tom, his brother Jeff, has reportedly considered joining forces with President Trump.
Let's go.
Publicly criticizing his brother as not the type of character you want making decisions about your future. Wow.
Yeah, and then we highlighted some excerpts from the conversations that he was having on Facebook with some people that when they realized who he was, Tom's brother.
Holy cow. Tom's brother.
Tom.
Hey, have a talk with your brother. Haven't spoke to him in 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm 100% opposed to his ideology. My family wasn't given any notice that he was selected and denied security the days after. Wait, what? They were denied.
Yeah.
The family was denied.
Hey, we don't want people, hanging around here.
Well, tough.
Okay.
Tough.
True.
Tom gets it. You don't.
Yeah.
Move on. Help MAGA get on stage with President Trump and endorse him, which I think he's doing.
Okay, because that's somebody suggesting, and then
I've thought hard about doing something like that. I'm torn between that and just keeping my family out of it. Mm-hmm. The stories I could tell, not the type of character you want making decisions about your future. Oh, Jeff, tell us Tom's stories.
and I had a member of his family, Tim Tom's family, reach out to me saying very similar things about they just cannot stand that guy.
That's a surprise.
And when
that's a surprise that his family. The family of Tim Tom can't stand him because he seems like such a likable dude.
Right,
Well, he's coach. Likable dude. Coach Walz. Coach, of course, Coach Walz.
You mean volunteer assistant?
Coach Walz. And look, it isn't saying anything bad about him coaching. Any of those volunteers, any of those teachers that help coach these kids on any sport during high school, that is not the point. It's great. It's about his misleading characterization that he was the head coach. That he was the guy that was in charge. But I think I read where Jeff, the brother of Tom,
Tim Tom,
is going to do something with Trump.
Awesome.
I don't know that that's true. But that would be awesome.
Let's go.
Be awesome.
So Tim Tom's wife, Gwen,
who's wonderful. She is. We watched how miserable she was on stage when he yanked the kid. Remember we looked at her specifically a couple times, how miserable she was. And she was the one that left the windows open so she could smell the fires burning during the George
white
Floyd
guilt
protest.
had a scent, it would be burning tires in Minneapolis.
Agonizing.
Okay, so she's at this campaign event, and as Pathead Ed McRae accurately points out, if Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden had a daughter... It would be Gwen, which is so true when you see this clip.
How about you mind your own business?
Ugh.
Yes.
Poor microphone.
Oh, wow.
Yes. We
That's the first time I've heard her speak like this.
Trump trying to rewrite his record
rewrite.
on reproductive health care.
He's good.
He tried that yesterday.
He tried it yesterday.
Teachers, you can smell that a mile away, can't you? Yes. And in the classroom, we believe in telling the truth.
Do ya?
Right? So here are the facts.
Talk to Tim Tom.
And there aren't any alternatives to these.
Okay.
Donald Trump is the one who took down Roe and put access to IVF at risk. That's a fact.
Okay.
Not really true. Oh, we're not going to get the whole list?
Did you notice that her top teeth don't fit in her mouth?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just
play a few 5
it.
seconds here.
Yeah. Look at her top teeth. They don't fit. Especially when she's looking sideways.
Okay.
And she opens her mouth.
She's got the overbite.
She's very overbite.
No, we can't. It's tough to make fun of people.
Not
we
for
shouldn't
Chris.
make fun of people.
Chris, we don't make fun of people on this show. What
No,
are you
we
doing?
don't.
No, I mean, what do you mean?
It's not her fault that she's got that big over.
I didn't know that it was a disability.
Yeah, we don't. We never make fun of people on this show.
No. On this show? No.
I do want to thank Tyler Morgan for sending me this cool pen. This is why we can't have nice things, and it's a picture of the Capitol. Did he send? Did Tyler Morgan send you anything, Jeffy? Anything particular?
No,
I was just
not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Wow,
it's right behind you. It's right there. It's right there.
That's probably Mike.
What do you got there? You got a reminder to restart your computer? Like I just got.
Oh my gosh!
I got it. I just got it.
What did I?
Tyler Morgan just sent him. I don't know. Can you get this, Joe?
Yeah, it's on top of it.
Why you eat so much? That's from My 600-Pound Life. That's Dr. No.
Again, just to reiterate the point, Chris, we don't make fun of people on this.
Well, the doctor's just asking a question.
He is.
That's Dr. No from My 600-Pound Life. He's a tough one too, man. He does not pull any punches, man.
No.
That you don't. All the excuses that you normally people just let go from the people that are
fat,
600 pounds or more. He does not put up with them, man, at all. It's awesome, and it makes some of us, I don't know who really, but makes some of us feel pretty good about eating ice cream while you're watching the show.
Let me eat.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good about that. Like I can have my ice cream now. I'm all set. No problem. So, where are we at? Oh, we got to talk. What is happening in Turkey?
Yeah.
Okay. We must talk about that. We saw a video of, and I don't know if we actually have the video, but we saw a video over the weekend of what we were told was United States Marine members who were off ship.
I've seen Marine and sailor.
In Turkey,
which one is
right?
Yes, Turkey. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we don't know if it was Navy or
let's just put military soldiers.
Military, yeah.
Okay.
U.S. military soldiers,
which is bad enough.
Yes.
Right there.
So they're doing training exercises with Turkey, the U.S. and Turkey. And by the way, it's look at this. I had a listener when my when my Wasp cup broke. It's from the USS Wasp.
Yeah, and that's the ship that they talked about. Yeah,
and so they're in port. They're in Turkey, and I guess this group, this I don't know, I forgot how they described them politically, but obviously hate America. I saw that they don't have a seat in the parliament, but they're there's just this antagonistic group there that just hates us, I guess. And so when they saw our service, we can play the clip here. They put a bag over his head and try to drag him away.
Here comes some other of the military members coming up.
Go home, Yankee.
It's a short clip,
home, Yankee. Yeah. And so our other military service members intervened, as did local police. Apparently, Turkey is being very helpful in trying. They've already arrested 15 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
So these people are against what's his face, Erdogan, whatever his name is. Yeah. So they're dead.
Yes.
I mean,
public execution.
Yeah.
It might not even be public. He just might show up and go, so dead. That's it. I mean,
radical nationalists.
Yeah, they're
what they're called. Accused of assaulting two.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. Oh, here's the name of the group. The Anti-American Turkish Youth Union.
Love them. Love them.
Do you get their subscription every month?
I mean, I will say this. Thank a union member. Mm-hmm. So.
And did you guys see the plane that we decided to just confiscate?
Yes! Venezuela, Maduro's plane.
What's the story behind that?
So the story behind that is that Maduro's been using that plane. Right. It was in Dominican Republic.
He was not on it.
And then the United States said, well, let's take the plane.
Yeah, we claim that he got that from money that was sanctioned, right?
Yes.
That he should be spending. We've decided that he should not be spending that money.
Yes.
And since he spent it on that plane, we're taking it.
Yes. So they've gone in and gotten, according to the report from CNN, they got like recordings. They brought in the evidence team.
So do you think anything is going to happen to Maduro beyond we've got your plane, nanny, boo-boo? I mean, seriously.
I don't know.
Because they have released...
I mean, if they don't know what to do with the jet, I mean, I'm willing to...
You're willing to try it out?
I mean, okay, fine.
So Maduro has released his violent criminals, which is why the crime rate in Venezuela has plummeted.
Down. Yep.
And gone up someplace.
Where is that? Any place in particular? Colorado. Chicago. Maryland.
We're
name
told
it.
That's not happening, though.
Right. Venezuelan gangs are all over this country right now. This suicidal administration that just wants our country to cease to exist. And they're loving this open border stuff.
By the way, I have the 911. We'll have it for tomorrow. Of the 32 armed men
in Chicago.
Took over the building in Chicago, we'll have that 911 dispatch call tomorrow.
And that's in addition to taking over an entire apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado.
That story is fascinating to me because that story broke, I don't know, 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks
Three and a half weeks ago. And it was just a side story. And it talked about how the owner of the apartment complex was working through, he was being fined or something, and it was boarded up, and they weren't sure what was going to happen with the property, and that this crew of people, the gang, just took it over.
Yeah,
because it was empty, right? I think it was empty, so they just took it over. And then we were told that that's not happening. Whatever you're hearing is not true.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But we have video evidence from the Ring camera.
Yeah,
multiple angles. Which is pretty ballsy for the neighbors to release.
It is. That's for sure.
Because...
Probably why that didn't get released for a few weeks. They had to get moved out before they posted it.
I mean...
And just whether it's the chaos at home from these international gangs, because that's the trade-off Democrats are fine with. They're fine with open borders if it's going to help them pad the voter rolls. Oh, no, the trade-off is violent gangs in our cities and suburbs, whatever. And then overseas, you think this kind of stuff would be happening to our service members if Donald Trump were president right now?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
Oh, no. I mean, he's already, right. I mean, my favorite line, I should find that, the quote, but when he was saying, buckle up, because they're coming.
How many days until January 20th, Chris Cruz? Is your countdown?
We cannot lose this election. I keep seeing these polls. I keep seeing these polls. You can put up the poll numbers if you want.
139 days.
Doesn't that feel like an eternity?
It sure does. 139 days? That's wrong. We need to reset that.
4 hours.
We just got the reset alert on our computers. Yours is not updated.
So, just so you know, I mean, okay, do you want the good news or bad news with polls right now?
Bad first.
Well, they're all bad. They all are saying that Kamala is ahead by a couple.
Okay,
or this one is showing her ahead by 10.
They're not all bad.
She's wonderful. She's taken over. I can't. It's very difficult for me to believe that, first of all. But that cannot happen, right? It just can't.
Maybe we go over them tomorrow.
I will say, there's a guy in my neighborhood that has the Kamala for president sign.
No way.
Well, it says Harris. It says Harris for president. It doesn't say Walz. So he got it before Tom was selected. And it's sitting back up in the alcove of the house. It breaks my heart every time I drive by that house. It just breaks my heart every time I drive by.
Do we need to go in there?
That's the one guy in your neighborhood that's voting for Kamala here in Texas. Can I just show you? Let me leave you with a little bit of hope. These are the betting markets at Polymarket. Nope, not that one. The chart. Let's see. We'll go over the Nate Silver stuff tomorrow. There you go.
Okay.
The betting markets. People are putting their money down on Trump in the last. I forget how far out that goes there. But I just want to show 55 to 44, 55.1 to 44.6 in favor of Trump as far as where the money's going.
All right.
That looks better than what I thought.
So
yep. That's why we're saving the rest of this for tomorrow.
That's supposed to be hopeful.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, the
55-44, that's a good hope.
And you got to think that people that are putting their money in this are factoring in the fraud that's baked in here, huh?
Are they?
I hope.
Are they?
Hope. Yay, hope.
But you got to vote.
Okay,
you just
all right. Yeah, get out and vote. That's what you got to do. Your vote makes a difference.
Early
Your
voting
vote
starts
counts.
September 20th, man.
Our vote
It's in 2.5 weeks.
See you tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.